Welcome. Welcome to Convos and Cocktails with TJ. Thank you for coming through to vibe with me tonight. I am back with another interesting topic. Tonight we are talking about if size really matters. We had someone to send in a topic saying that her boyfriend is almost the entire package. Says he is everything just about. Says that he is lacking in one main area that often leaves her feeling unsatisfied. And she says that she thinks because he has the passion and everything that the problem is that he just isn't working with much. He isn't well endowed. So does size really matter? If you meet a guy that has it all, I'm talking about he is that guy. Is it that important that he working with a pinky? That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So before we jump right into this topic, this is Convos and Cocktails with TJ. So you are supposed to be drinking with me. So let me know what is in your glass, your red cup, your bottle. I am sipping from our sponsors, Balt Vodka. Balt is black owned, all natural, no GMO, so you never have to worry about waking up with a headache or a hangover, anything like that. So make sure to support our sponsors. If you are here in Florida, you can pick it up at any Total Wine, or if not, Balt Vodka, BALT vodka.com. All right, y'all. So thank y'all for coming through, and let's go ahead and jump into this topic. I see my cousin Shakia Samuels over on IG. Thank you so much for coming through. Marcel says, tell her to get him some dick pills. Okay, so we already have, some comments coming in, some people chiming in, kind of giving him advice as to what he can do. Now, just to repeat what we're talking about and my initial thoughts, she's basically saying that this guy is the perfect guy for her. And I'm going to give you some examples of things that she said that makes him such a great guy. She says that he is good to her and her kids. To give you guys a perspective, this is a fairly new relationship. They have been together for 8 or 9 months, she said. She said she thinks it's coming up on 9 months. She said that he is good to her and her kids. He doesn't have any kids of his own. He is a great provider. He takes the family, her and her kids, on trips. He's very understanding, and he is crazy about her, y'all. He loves her. But in the doggone bedroom, she says that he just is not working with enough. That she is often left unsatisfied. And she says, she's been dealing with it because he is such a great guy. When people send in these topics, in order for us to have a well-rounded conversation, I ask questions, So we always talk about communication and how in any situation, communicating with whoever you with is usually the best way to go. So I asked her, well, have you talked to him? Have you kind of mentioned to him that there's a little issue going on? She hasn't, guys. In 8 to 9 months that they've been together, she has not mentioned at all that there is a problem. She says she doesn't want to hurt his ego or make him feel like he hasn't been satisfying her all of this time. So what does she do? I love you too, cousin. So what do she do? You guys, Marcel is coming through saying she should get some D pills. Now, Marcel, I didn't know that there were pills for that. I mean, I know I've heard at the sex store that, there are like pumps and things that men can use to, extend the penis size, but I did not know that they were pills. Now, are you talking about Viagra type pills? Is it something like that, or is it something that we are not aware of? Because, she sent in this topic for advice from all of us. So she would like to know, what could make this better. Now, my initial thoughts was when she said that he is almost, what was her words? Almost the whole package. That girl, first of all, I think sometimes as women that we have to stop looking for this mythical guy. I'm an author, and I know in these books we write about these guys that are just, oh my God, the perfect package. They got it all. Not only are they all of these things that she mentioned, but they mandingos. I'm talking about they got the anacondas. They slanging. So I think sometimes as women we do, we read these books and we watch things on TV and we kind of get this idea that there are these perfect men, you know? So I don't know. I think that might be part of it because to me, it sounds like you have a hell of a guy, based on all the things that you are telling me, how he feels for you, how he treats your children, that he's, a provider doing things for you. That is a lot. So for it to be this one thing that's bothering you enough that you actually sent it in, like, it's a real problem. So do you guys think that this is something that she can overlook? And the reason that I'm asking that is because she's stated that if it doesn't improve, she would just continue to deal with it. Um, but it would be great if they could improve in that area. So basically, she is saying that, if it doesn't improve, she doesn't seem like she planned to really tell him that she is going to just deal with it. Now, let me get some of your comments. Marcel, what's up? Thank you for coming through. Trevor, you says a man knows when he's not satisfying his woman. Woo. So, Trevor, are you saying that you think that he knows very well that he isn't? And if that is the case, why hasn't he done anything to try to improve on that? According to her, they've been together 8 or 9 months. They do not cohabit, you guys. So they do not live together, and it is a fairly new relationship. Says he's perfect, except for he is not working with much in the bedroom, y'all. And it's kind of leaving her feeling unsatisfied, So y'all let me know what you think. I mean, at one point she told me that sometimes she kind of feel like she don't even want to because she already know she most likely is not going to be satisfied. But she kind of just go through the motions because she do care for him, and he is such a great guy that she kind of puts up with it. Do y'all think that that is something that is going to be sustainable? Because we do talk all the time, about matching up with your sexual mate. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard for a person that is very highly sexual and freaky to be with a person that is reserved or a person that is not satisfying you in the bedroom. As much as we say that, sex is not the most important thing in a relationship, and it's not. You have communication, honesty, trust, a whole lot of other things, but shit. We all agree that it is important to a certain extent, and especially if one of the people that's in a relationship finds it important. If it's important to one of the people in a relationship, then it is important to the relationship. So you guys let me know. Now, Marcel, you are coming through saying they got all kind of shit to make your D grow. So where, Marcel? Is this something that he needs to go to a doctor for? Or is it something that he could pick up at his local kinky store? Do come through and let him know where he can pick up something like that. Now, Trevor is saying she wants a damn unicorn. Sounds like she has a really good dude. And you know what, Trevor? That was my absolute first reaction. When she said that he's a great guy, and he's almost perfect. I was like, well, what is almost perfect? I wanted to know her definition. And when she started to tell me about him, I agree that he's a very good dude. Being that you guys have only been together 8 or 9 months, and he is so attentive to her children. A lot of guys, when you are a woman dating with kids, will try to get you away from your kids as much as possible. You know what I mean? And that's to be understood to a certain extent. Because even with me, if I'm dating, they are not going to meet my child, until it gets to a point that we are deciding to go further with this. So being that you've only been together 8 or 9 months, and he is so attentive to your children, taking you on family trips. She said that he is an awesome provider. Says that he's very understanding and that he loves her. He is almost the whole package. She said the only thing missing is that package in that bedroom, you guys. Says that he is not working with much and he often leaves her feeling unsatisfied. So we are coming together tonight talking on this, giving him some advice or her some advice on things she might be able to do to improve this, and also just talk about, does size really matter? Ladies and gents, is it that serious? Is it worth possibly just dealing with it or giving up this great man that, she got just based on him not being able to satisfy her sexually? So y'all let me know what you think. Marcel said, Christmas is coming up, damn it. And if it was him, he would just throw some of them D pills right in his Santa sock, Put it right in his Santa sock. Be like, what is it, baby? Them just some vitamins, See if you can kind of sneak it to him, see if that may help in that area, So Marcel basically, though, is saying, if he needs it, there's nothing wrong with some type of aid. Nobody can help what they were given. Some people are just blessed. Some men are just well endowed. Y'all should be like, thank you. Those of y'all that, do got that mandingo, be like, thank you. Because all men are not blessed that way. You know what I'm saying? And in this situation, she's crazy about this guy because he is such a great guy. But this is what he's working with in the bedroom. And I'm going to tell you, them pinkies, man, listen, don't get me to telling stories. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Does size matter that much? Like, is she tripping, sending in this topic saying that he is almost the whole package, that he has everything except for that package in the bedroom? Should she be grateful that she has found a man that loves her, accepts a kid, good provider, everything you would want in a guy, but just coming up a little short, no pun intended, in the bedroom? Y'all let me know, is she tripping? And if she isn't, what can she do? She has not communicated with him. I did ask her that, and she said that she doesn't want to bruise his ego. So she continues to, have sex with him that leaves her feeling unsatisfied, basically. Leaves her feeling unfulfilled, Tifa Bella, thank you so much for coming through. Shug the Hustler, thank you for coming through, fam, over on IG. And Marcel, you say, I don't know why she won't tell him to fix his D. I don't know. And I think, Marcel, that goes back to what she said, is that, guys, you guys have very big egos. So I'm going to ask the gentleman that's here everywhere, Twitter, Facebook, IG. I'm going to ask you guys, let's say this was your situation. And I know how y'all are. Nobody going to admit if they are in this situation. But let's just say that you were in this situation where your woman was the one having this issue. Just feeling like, man, he not getting a job done. It ain't even got to be that her same problem that you have a little one. Let's say you have a normal, average one, but you just don't quite know how to use it or something just not going right. Would you want for her? How is your ego? Would you want for your woman to come to you and say, listen, you just not hitting it in the bedroom, baby. It's something missing. Maybe we could go to the sex store and get you some pills, as Marcel said. Like, how would y'all really take that? Because men, y'all are, I agree with her on that ego. And especially when it comes to sex. You know what I mean? And I understood her when she said she doesn't want him to feel like he's not satisfying her because he doesn't want his mind to go to thinking crazy and all type of stuff. So from the fellas on here, I'm going to get through some more of y'all comments, but I need for y'all to chime in and let us know as women. We always talk about communication. Can y'all handle the damn truth? Can y'all handle the truth is what I want to damn know. Come through and drop down in them comments. And while I'm doing that, let me get some of the comments over on IG. Sure, you say she better order one of them penis extensions and then sit on his face. Good dang on advice. Good advice. Now, Suge, that's what I said. Because when Marcel said they have deep pills, I had no idea. But I do know that they have like the pumps and things like that that you can use to extend the penis. So I was thinking maybe that might be something she could do. But we still have to get to telling him. I mean, how is the man going to ever know? Trevor came through and said every man know that he knows he not satisfying her. That it's a given. He knows this shit. You know. But she says she don't think so. And she doesn't want to tell him. She does not. This is a conversation that she does not want to have with him. Now, Marcel says that she can get the D pills on Amazon, the sex store, hell, the list goes on. Basically, if she wants to find them pills for him, she gonna find it. He said, tell her just to Google that shit. Google, and Google will tell you exactly where to get it. Now, Trevor, you said if I found a woman that was lacking sexually but was everything else to me, I could look past her not being great in the bed. All right. So Trevor is the first one to come through and straight up answer tonight's question, which is, does size really matter? Like, at the end of the day, how important is it? You know what I mean? So we are talking about size. So Trevor, are you saying that if she has a hallway, that she open her legs and you just go to yell and there's an echo, hello, low, low. No walls. Cause we talking about size, so we got to turn it around to apply to a woman. So you're saying just no walls. You just hollering down there, hello, hello. You hear echoes and shit. That if she is every damn thing else, you know, if she is your helpmate, man, she's supportive. You know, she does all the things that you want in a woman. She's loyal. She communicates with you. She takes care of you. She loves your damn dirty drawers, and she basically shows you. You know what I mean? Every damn thing. I mean, in her situation, said that the dude is attractive. So she's attractive, Trevor. But she just got that hallway. You saying, fuck that hallway, baby. You know. You good to me in every other area. So we gonna work through this. So, hey, are there other people that feel like Trevor that, hey, and now Trevor did come through on the next comment and say he better learn how to eat cat. I second that. Look, you got to be able to do something. And I believe, Trevor, if he did have a head game off the chain like that this topic would not have reached us. You know what I mean? Because you are right. Damn, you got to have something. If you are working with a pinky, yeah, you should be able, you should be the champion, number one champion in giving head. Because I'm sure if it was that serious that she was having convulsions off of the head, she'd be like, hey, I can deal with that. It wouldn't even be a topic to send in, you know? Okay, so should you say absolutely, please tell me. I might try and knock your friend down, and I need to know if I ain't on point. You know what? I cannot. You know what, Shug? You are so wrong for that. Man, so we are answering a question. I see some people just joining us. We are talking about if size really matter. Had a sister send in a topic basically saying that her man is almost the entire package. What's lacking is that damn package in the bedroom. Saying that she is left unsatisfied. But he does have everything else. So we are talking about, does it matter that damn much? Does the size really matter? A lot of people are saying she needs to tell him. She doesn't want to tell him because of ego. She don't want him to feel any type of way, feel bad, or, you know, like he hasn't been satisfying her. So I pose the question to the guys that are here. If it was you, would you want to know? Would you want to be told? So I have the guys coming through on that. And that was Suge on crazy ass talking about absolutely, please tell me. I might try and knock your friend down, and I need to know if I ain't on point. Marcel says, if my dealer, just tell me. If I don't know how to F, just tell me so I can fix it. Don't leave me in the dark. So for the ladies that sent for the lady that sent this in, and for the ladies that are watching, a lot of the guys are coming through saying that they want to know. So for the lady that sent this in, maybe he may not take it the way that you are thinking. You know what I mean? Maybe if you really sit, they say it's not always about what you say, but how you damn say it. So just maybe if you kind of sit them down and talk to them, it might not be as bad as you think. And Suge so crazy, my stuff that turkey and make it work. Dwayne P, thank you so much for coming through. You say if the sex isn't the best I ever had, but it's still decent, that's a situation that can be worked with. But she's a great woman. But us awful in bed, I won't front, it's going to be a problem. Now, see, I think that Dwayne is coming through being honest. Trevor kind of said that because we are talking about size. And what made me say the whole thing about the hallway is because we had a similar live one time before, and one of my relatives, my cousins, came through and was like, cuz, you talking about, the man size. What about her? Because he was like, some of these women have echoes, like you could hear yourself, hello, 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 So that's what made me use that analogy. And based on Trevor's comment, he wouldn't care if it was a hallway. That he just no walls. He just like, damn, I can't feel shit. This is some bull. That if everything else was perfect, you know what I mean, that he can get around it. But Dwayne coming through to my now, hell to all the nalls now. She don't have to be, the superstar of my sex life. She don't have to be the very best that I've ever had. But if she's if she is decent, we can work it out. But if she's just awful, no. That I would be lying to act like that won't be a problem. So it sounds like the lady that sent in the topic has a valid point, because some of y'all, Michelle, what is up, Michelle? How you been doing? Good to see you here, Queen. Michelle says size matters. No woman wants to feel like they are getting it in with air. Whew. Baby, I know that's right. And that has to be so very frustrating. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how you are when you got that itch that need to be damn scratched. Oh, you all hot shit, feeling some type of way. You like, oh, this finna be, and then it's just not. You know what I mean? And when it's over with, you are just like, what the fuck just happened? I am still horny as hell. That is a feeling, a crazy ass feeling, to go through a whole sexual experience with someone and still just be left horny and unsatisfied. Michelle to my, well, tell her to ghost him and then she won't have to say a word. That's what I would do. Listen. Hey, so Michelle is saying F all that. Listen, if she don't want to communicate, now because you came in late, Michelle, let me give you the rundown on what she told us. She said that he is almost the whole package, almost. And the bedroom, the package ain't there. And that is the problem, that he just isn't large enough to satisfy her. But on the contrary, he's good to her and her kids. He does not have any kids of his own. He is very attentive to her children. He takes them on family trips together. She says he is a great provider. He's understanding, and he is crazy about her, Michelle. So all of that stuff that I just said, like a checklist. I mean, like she said, he almost damn perfect. He so accommodating, everything, but she just can't get past that fact Like, she's not saying she want to leave. She even made the comment that if she doesn't figure out a way to tell him to improve this, then she just gonna continue to deal with it like she's been doing for the 8 months or 9 months that they've been together. Cause she don't want to lose him. He's a great guy, but at the same time, she is getting very sexually frustrated. That this man is unable to satisfy her. Trevor. Trevor say hit it from the back and put his thumb in her butt. I'm so I'm so sick of y'all. It'll drive her crazy. Oh my gosh. Hey, I hope you got a pen. The lady that sent this in, oftentimes when people send in topics, I do notice a trend. I noticed that like on that they come through in days that is not their topic or they didn't send a topic. They're here doing normal time. But there are a lot of people, I don't know if they feel like y'all might be kind of looking like see who viewing. Damn, that's that motherfucker sitting in this topic. You know what I mean? So a lot of times people send in a topic and they don't view during. They come back and watch it. And I think that's why. Because they think that maybe someone might figure out that it's them. But when you come back through and watch, have a pen handy. Because you do have people throwing some advice your way. Saying things that, the ways that you could talk to him. Things that you can do maybe to improve it. Things at the sex store that you could buy that may lengthen him out more to make him to a more satisfying size for you. Pills that he can ingest, that can help. But with all of that, unless you're going to sneak this man some damn pills, I think that you are still going to come down to communicating. You still going to have to, at some point, say it's a problem. Marcel say, ain't that much head in the world. If your P2 loose, I'm going to get you a pussy pump. Wait, what? Marcel, you just calling out all kind of things I've never heard of now. I've heard of a D pump. Kimberly Wilson, thank you so much for coming through, Queen. And Michelle, you say, dang, yeah, that's a hard nut to crack. And then she say, literally. Man, listen. I know. And I think that this is one of those things that it really is going to come down to how much value she places on sex. If she is one of those people that's like a female, version of Trevor, which it kind of sounds like she is so far because she's been with this man for 8 or 9 months and have not told him that it's a problem. If she's one of them people that can do without the sex, it's not that important to her, it's not a big thing, then by all means, maybe this is something she can do. But we've seen topics like this before. And a lot of times, I hate to say it, but there end up being a side boo. Boyfriend number 2. Y'all remember that song? Look at what he say. He get freaky because the first one don't seem like he know what to do. That's what happens a lot of times in these situations, man. Just that person, damn, I don't want to hurt their feelings, but man, I got an itch that need to be scratched. Now, Michelle, you say, yeah, that's hard dealing with a damn near perfect man, but the sex is lacking. What the hell, Michelle? And then I said, maybe nobody is perfect. And think about it. If this man did have that hammer like that, he absolutely is fucking perfect. He doing all of that and he was beating her head up against the headboard, right? He would be damn near perfect. I kind of think that there's no such thing. That there is somewhere that if his sex was all that, then it's somewhere else that he's going to be lacking. We write about these perfect men in these books. On TV, we see these perfect men and all of us women, oh my God, I want one just like him. There's a character in my new book, Dangerously in Love, Maurice. That's that character. Every woman, I need to meet me a Maurice. Maurice is a made-up fictional character. You know, real men in real life. You know what I mean? And I think that's with all of us, not just men. Us people, none of us are perfect, right? All of us have some shit with us. So it's all about finding that person that can put up with whatever your shit is with you. You know what I'm saying? So I think in this situation, is this just that? Can she continue to put up with it? Being that she sent in this topic kind of makes me feel like it's hard. You know what I mean? It's hard for her to the point where she needed to send this in to say, y'all, this is a situation. What the hell? And what do I do? You know, so you guys make sure you continue to chime in and give her advice on things that she can do. And before I get to some more of your comments, I would like to quickly have a word from our sponsors, Balt Vodka. All right, and here we are, a word from our sponsors, Balt Vodka.
You wanna shop? It's on me. Sex on the phone. Call me. You wanna talk? Darling, I'm on the hotline. You know you can get it. You wanna shop? It's on me. Sex on the phone. Call me. You wanna talk? Darling, I'm on the hotline. You know you can get it. Hello, I can do you right. Girl, you tired of looking?
All right. And for upcoming events, we have Eargasm, Poetry and Chill coming up this coming. And you guys, hold on. All right, here we go. So we have Eargasm, Poetry and Chill coming up next Friday. And that is going to be on November 26th. It is our Aphrodisiac edition. We have Manuchka, the poet, as our featured erotic poet. Anybody who has ever seen Manuchka perform know that it is going down. I have a great lineup of erotic artists. We will be telling our freaky little secrets through poetry, comedy, and everything erotic arts. And all I can say is you've been warned. You may just have an eargasm. Eargasm is uncut, uncensored, and raw. No holds barred. So you gonna hear some shit. The poet's gonna see some shit. If you are sexually free, you like raw poetry, come through. It's going to be a whole vibe. I am currently working on a new book called Dickstraction. It is an erotic novella. It is a short story book of 4 friends, erotic stories, and their distractions. So you guys, that will be coming soon. You guys make sure to keep a lookout for that. All right, so let me get back to some of your comments here. Now, for you guys that are just joining us, just to quickly catch everybody up on what we are talking about tonight. We had someone send in a topic basically saying that the guy that she is dating is everything. That he is such a great guy. You know, they've been together for 8 or 9 months, but he's attentive to her children, takes her on family trips, just crazy about her, a great provider. He's understanding. He's almost the whole package, except for that damn package is lacking in the bedroom to the point where she is often left feeling unsatisfied. She doesn't want to tell him. She doesn't want to bruise his ego. She doesn't want him to feel like, damn, the whole time we've been together, you've been unsatisfied and you haven't said anything, you know? So she sent in the topic saying, like, am I tripping? Is size that important? Does size really matter? Or is it what you do with it? Could he still have that same size and maybe if he knew what to do with it, it would be okay? Dwayne, you say, take away the size and let's just say y'all are just not sexually compatible and that person just isn't into the type of bedroom intimacy that you're into. At that point, it's like, okay, you're a great person. You got my back, but we have a serious problem. I agree. You know, he is saying basically, you know, sexual incompatibility could be a big problem. And he says he's not going to pretend either, you know. And Kimberly, you say sometimes You have to take matters into your own hands. Y'all know what, my mind is so dirty sometimes. Take it into your own hands. But yes, Kimberly, I think, and you let me know if I'm reading your comment right, that you are saying that she needs to let him know that she needs to be honest in this situation and let him know straight up, what is going on. So that way they could possibly fix it. You know what I mean? Or you could be saying that maybe she needs to, on her end, try to spice up the bedroom even more and do some things like that may work. Marcel is crazy. Do y'all see Marcel comment? Wait a minute. Did the comment come up? Did y'all see Marcel's comment? Hold on. Tell him to Botox it. Marcel, you might have just came up with the next best invention and don't even know it. Because if there was actually something that they could inject to make it a certain size, man, I don't know. You might have a line, you know what I mean, of pinky men lined up. Like, what? Botox? I could lift it. Hey. Now, Michelle is asking if the pills really work, if the D pills really work. Michelle, I hadn't heard of D pills until I got on here with Marcel tonight. And he says you could get them on Amazon, the sex store, basically anywhere. And that they are supposed to help extend. So I don't know. So Trevor is saying he does want sex, but it doesn't have to be top notch like that for him to be satisfied. And he said earlier, especially if she has everything else, if she is damn near the whole package, and that's the only thing that's missing is that the sex isn't top notch, that he's okay with that. Now, Michelle is agreeing with me. Michelle said, exactly, this is the perfect scenario for cheating to take place. She's going to have to really be honest with herself, and either she's going to deal with it and make the best of it or move on till she finds another man with really the full package. But sometimes the grass is not greener on the other side. Usually it's never green on the other side. He sounds like every woman's dream man, minus the sex life. So I would suggest she make it work and spice it up as best she can and learn to fall in love with the D. Now, I like that comment because one thing I can tell you is that the dating scene is serious right now. Like, you out here finding a man that have all of these great damn qualities, and like Michelle says, it's most women's dream. You'll have another woman that would not give a damn about that pinky. She like, you know what, baby, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what I could do to make you. You know what I mean? So I do understand on what she is saying in that regard. And also being that, and I'm talking to the lady that sent in this topic, being that you have expressed to me how you don't want to hurt his ego, how great you think he is, how much you care for him. I think that if you are as honest as you say you are, and you believe he's as great as he is, and you did say that he is understanding, that was one of the points that she threw in. He's very understanding. That why are you so scared on this point? It's not always what you say, is how you say it. And she said she was concerned about him feeling like, well, damn, the whole time we've been together, I haven't been satisfying you. But it's not always what you say, is how you say it. It don't have to be the whole time. Just let him know, say sometimes. Sometimes I'm not satisfied, and this is why. And maybe we can try this to fix it. And I believe that if he loves you as much as you say you feel like he does, that he will want to fix it. We had a little poll where we asked the guys that were on here at that time if it was them, if their woman were not sexually satisfied at home. You know what I mean? Would they want to know? How is their ego? Would their ego be bruised? And all of the men that were on here at that time came through and said they want to know. That they would want to know if they were not sexually satisfying their woman so that they would have an opportunity to fix it. So, you know, maybe your man is that way too. You know, maybe he wants to satisfy you and isn't aware that he's not, you know. Kimberly say you have to teach these men how you want to be loved or effed. Listen, I F back to change the flow. I'm gonna get mine. Period. I know that's right, Kimberly. So Kimberly is saying, look, you don't have to be afraid. What are you afraid of? You know, you want to be sexually satisfied. He seems to be understanding in every other aspect of your relationship. So, you know, what's wrong? Go ahead and communicate with that man and let him know, baby, I like it like this. Lick me there, touch me there. Maybe we can try this thing on your penis, baby, just to like lengthen it out a little bit. But I love your little pinky, baby. No, don't say it like that. No, but I'm serious. You know, y'all know I'm a little goofy. I'm getting a little tipsy. Tonight I am drinking Balt. I just came back from Chicago. Dwayne P, much love that is in the comments. He not Chicago, Detroit. He actually came out to Detroit to see me perform at an event. So I haven't gotten my Balt shipment yet. So this is what I'm working with. I got one little Balt left. So I'm drinking Balt, red wine, and lemonade. One thing about me drinking Balt all the time is I've come up with so many different concoctions on how to drink it. So that is what I'm sipping on tonight. I'm drinking red wine, Balt, with a hint of lemonade. And you guys make sure to drop down in the comments what you are sipping on if you are drinking with me tonight. All right, so Kimberly say, hey, you might have to change up that flow. You got to teach them what to do. Trevor talking about she might need to go buy a carton of cigarettes. So Trevor is saying that if she isn't going to say anything and she's just going to stay in that situation, she might be really sexually frustrated for a long damn time. And it's saying she might need to go get a carton of cigarettes, maybe take the edge off some. Oh, first off, thank you for coming through, Tanil, Virginia. Thank you so much, boo. Now, Virginia is saying, what if he think it's big? So basically saying, shoot, you know, what if she approach him talking about, you know, you ain't working with much, and he is like, well, shit, to be honest with you, baby, I feel the same way. You the one got the hallway. I ain't felt the wall since I knowed your ass. Let me give my disclaimer. We are now entering the tipsy portion of the show. So if I start just laughing for no damn reason, cursing more than usual, making up words that don't even damn exist, catch up, damn it. Catch up. So yeah, Virginia is saying, well, shit. And Virginia, before you came, we did ask the guys, you know, what if the tables were turned? And we had differences of opinion. We had one guy come through and saying, well, shit, if she is all that great in all of these other areas that he could deal with less than stellar sex for a woman that meets every other aspect, that vibes with him, you know what I'm saying, that gets him, that takes care of him, he can deal with, you know, the sex not being all that if she is everything else. Then we had Dwayne and Marcel basically come through and debunk that, saying, no, now I'm not going to just sit here and lie and say that if the sex is trash, that I'm just going to be there like it's all okay. It does hold a certain amount of importance, you know? So I really think, let's see what, you know, some more of you have to say. Marcel, you say, tell her to blow in the D and it might swell. You know what, Marcel, your ass is crazy. Oh my gosh, Trevor. Constructive criticism won't hurt no grown man. She needs to say something to him. So that is another man coming through saying, listen, he's a grown man, isn't he? You talk about how understanding he is and all of that, then he gonna have to understand that you need him to do something about this shit. Dude, the hell is this? you know, and I personally know how frustrating that is. Some of you that have been watching before, I've told y'all the Pinky story. You know how I met this guy that just was so damn sexy. You know, and those of you that know me know that I'm a thick girl, so I like men that are like stout or tall or bigger than me. You know, they just make me feel, I don't know, like they can protect me or like they can handle my ass in the bedroom. Like they could, you know, turn my ass over, smack me, and just handle me in the bedroom. You know, a little short, skinny man, I feel like he might not be able to do all that. So anyway, he was that, y'all. Just stout and sexy as hell. Used to play football, you know. I'm like, damn. He was so sexy that I did the whole 90-day rule. Like, you know what? I know women just throwing their panties at him. So I'm not going to be that girl. I'm just going to hold his 90 days. You know what I mean? Let him know this shit is valuable. Y'all, when I did wait and when we finally did the do, good as that motherfucker looked, he had a pinky. Oh my gosh, y'all. And he was just beating like he was tearing some shit up. Just, man, I'm just going like, I'm like, oh my, y'all, oh, blocked? She better than me. Blocked, man, listen. It ain't gonna work, not for me. And years later, I seen him in the mall and turned around. I was like, oh shit, there you go. Hey, but that's just me. And I really don't think that is irrational for me to feel like that, because we already talked about how everybody is different. You have people that are highly sexual. They don't need to be with someone that is not also highly sexual or that can satisfy them sexually, because it's not going to work. They're going to do like me. Blocked? Hell no. This ain't going to work. You know what I mean? But you might have somebody like Trevor or like the woman that's sent in this topic that say, you know what? Everything else is good. I'll deal with that. So what do you all think? What do the majority of us think? Does size really matter? Y'all come through and let me know. Now, Vince say no disrespect, but I think you're saying some, but some of these women been run through so much is wider and deeper than the Pacific Ocean. I feel you. And Vince, we were talking about that also. You know, when you talk about size, that can also go on the women's end. So Vince, being that you came through late as a guy, if you had a woman that was in that situation, my first question to you is, would you stay with her if she had everything else? If you had a woman that was wider and deeper than the Pacific Ocean, you know, you didn't know. Y'all done got kind of close. Y'all done been dating 3 or 4 months, and then y'all finally do the do, and it's just, would you stay because she is so great in all the other areas, or would it be a wrap for you? And also, if you were the man that were not satisfying this woman, would you want for her to tell you? Please come through and let us know your thoughts on both of those points. And you know what? Virginia say maybe they need to try a different hole. I am done with y'all. Straight up though, one thing about it, when you send in your topics to Convos and Cocktails, you are going to get some raw advice. Virginia coming through saying, hey, maybe y'all need to try a different hole. You know, maybe it'll fit better somewhere else, you know. And Virginia say, I seen one skinny like a pencil. Damn. What are we doing with the pencil? To my Vince, you gonna drown. Alternate. So yeah, so people are coming through also still giving you advice on, you know, things that you may be able to try. One thing that I can say is that I do like how, you know, people are coming through encouraging you to communicate. You know what I mean? You don't have a lot of people coming through really. You have some, of course, that are sexual saying, look, if the sex not matching, it's only a matter of time. before this shit go left, before somebody cheat, blah, blah, blah. But you do have people coming through that feel like you told me that you felt that, you know, I want more. I want to be satisfied. This is getting frustrated, but at the same time, he is a really good person. He's a good guy. Don't want to just, it's a tough situation. A really, really tough situation. Now, Marcel, you say in most cases, if you don't feel no grip, that means your D is small. All right, so you guys that are here, come through and give me, y'all last thoughts on that, and let me know, does it really matter? Now, Sheena, what is up, sis? She said, I had a friend that said it was a thumb went hard. He checked all the boxes except in the bedroom, and she couldn't do it. Thank you, Sheena, because that's what I was about to ask. It's for everybody to come through and give me that final analysis. Does size really matter? So Sheena saying in her friend's case, he had a pinky, but he had a thumb. That's it. Hey, could you do it, guys? Does it really matter? Does it really matter? We talk a lot about how there are so many important things in a relationship. You know what I mean? Communication, trust, honesty. You know what I mean? In this situation, for you guys that came late, the couple that we are talking about, they are in a fairly new relationship. They have been together for 8 going on 9 months. She says that they do not cohabit, so they don't live together. Says that he is almost the whole package, almost, except for that damn package in the bedroom. She says that he is good to her and her kids, very attentive to the kids. He does not have kids of his own. He takes them on family trips. She says that he's very understanding. He's a great provider, and he loves her. He is crazy, crazy, crazy about her. So he has all of that, y'all. All of that. But in the bedroom, he doesn't. So she is saying that she's been putting up with it. She hasn't said anything, but she is getting very sexually frustrated to the point where a lot of the time when they are done, she just feels unsatisfied. They finished. He looking like he, ready to take him a nap or whatever, and she is still horny, just laying there like, oh my God, I am not satisfied. Do you know what it is to have a itch that you can't damn scratch? That's some bullshit. Just think about it though. That is like an itch that you can't scratch on fucking steroids. Just think about if you have an itch down the middle of your back. Man, come on. You be doing everything to try to get to that itch. That shit is frustrating. So imagine that sexual itch. Man, you all horny, hot, and bothered. You ready? And then you go through the whole process and the itch still ain't been damn scratched. That's by some bullshit. Whew, Trevor says if her walls loose like that, he better stir it up like a cup of coffee. So it sounds like some of y'all are coming through saying, well, maybe it's not him. Is that what those last few comments were saying? It's like some of y'all are coming through saying, oh shit, maybe it's her, not him. Maybe he average size and it's her that makes it seem little. That's what it sounds like I'm getting from some of y'all. And Kimberly, you say, so if he's a good dude, are you going to base everything on 10 to 30 minutes of fucking right? So it seems like a lot of us ladies, on first hearing the topic, does size really matter? A lot of us like, hell yeah. Because we all do, hey, call it what it is, want a nice size, somebody that can get us there. But then when I continue to tell you guys more about this guy and how great he is, you know what I mean? Most women are coming through saying, I don't know. If he is that good of a dude, attentive to my children, a provider, loving me the way he knows how to treat her. You know what I mean? Best guy she said she's ever had, except for that one thing. Is just that worth giving it up? And Kimberly is like, no. If he's that good of a dude, what the hell? You gonna, you know, just give all that up based on the fact that he's not good in bed? So I think that we are coming to the conclusion, y'all, that you know it matters for some people on our main topic. On what we're talking tonight. It seems like it matters to some people. Like, to some people it doesn't. People that it's not all based around sex, and sex isn't such a big deal for them. Seems like those people are kind of like, you know what, if he has everything else, fuck that. That's nothing. I could get around that. Sex isn't everything. And then you have other people that say, look, it doesn't have to be the best I've ever had or nothing like that, but I'm not going to sit here and lie and just say that I'm going to continue to be in a relationship with someone that the sex isn't good. So I do think that we have had a good, well-rounded conversation tonight, that everybody has come through giving their honest opinion on this situation. I think that you guys have given her some really good advice. Marcella's saying she's going to get tired of that ding-a-ling bar one day. So Marcel is still saying, hey, what some of us said, the fact that she sent in this topic means that it has gotten to a point where it is something that she's thinking on. It has gotten to the point where she kind of wants to talk to somebody. Maybe sometimes you don't want to talk to people that are right around you because they nosy, or you might not even want them to know that you are having this type of issue because people have so many judgments. But for her to send this in and say, look, ask people, am I tripping by harping on this one thing that he doesn't do well? Says you guys that she did not tell him. She did not tell him that this is a whole problem because she doesn't want to bruise his ego. He's such a great guy. She doesn't want him to feel like he hasn't been satisfying her all of this time. So she's asking what to do. We've gotten advice. D pumps, pills that you can take. You know what I mean? Marcel says Amazon, your local sex store. That there are all types of places with things that you could take to help extend him out some. So all of a lot of us think that maybe it's just time. You said he's an understanding guy, that it just may be time for a conversation to be had. Sheena is saying that she needs to communicate with him, maybe try some toys or something. If they can't figure it out, then she should leave because she may end up cheating. And quite a few people have said that you can try, but if you are that often left unsatisfied, that often left without that itch damn being scratched, that after a while you gonna want that bitch scratched. You're gonna be like, you know what? When women sing songs saying nobody can love me like you, they're not talking about your personality. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding. Hey, that's all I'm gonna say. Dwayne kind of told the truth there. When you are hearing these songs about nobody can love me like you, they are not talking about the personality. Yeah. And Marcel, you can't mix dough with the toothpick. What? What are you? Oh, you stupid. All right, you guys. So as always, I like to tell you guys a little bit of about what I have going on, and then we'll have another word from our sponsors. Eargasm Poetry and Chill is next Friday, November 26th. It is our Aphrodisiac edition. So we will be telling our freaky little secrets through poetry. We have Manushka as our featured artist. So you guys make sure to come through. We have a whole lineup. Chris Priester, comedian, is our host for that. He provides the funny in between all of our erotic vibes. Eargasm is uncut, uncensored, and raw. So yeah, you guys make sure to come and vibe with us for that. And again, that is going to be next Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, November 26th. Working on a new book. It is a erotic novella called Distraction. Keep an eye out for the release date, which will be, coming in about a month or so for that. But very excited about this new project. So you guys make sure to stay tuned for that. My newest book is Dangerously in Love. That book, you can go on Amazon. Let me see if I can get my thing up here for you. Just a minute. There we go. Dangerously in Love. Newest book. Book is available on Amazon, Kindle Unlimited. Or if you come to any of the events, I have the books handy. You guys can get a signed copy. I apologize, you guys. Somebody calling me in the middle of the live. Well, we are about done here, you guys. Any last comments? Are you gonna start a club for little dick man? I'm tired of my niggas struggling. You know what? All right, so I think that we really did get some good advice for her today. I think that what it really all comes down to, with all of the different opinions and all of the different sides that everyone may have been on this topic, I think it comes down to communication. At the end of the day, if he is as understanding, such a good guy as you say, why wouldn't he understand this situation? And just remember that sometimes it's not all about what you say, but how you say it. It's the way that you approach it. So think about what you're going to say. Say it in a way that's not going to make him, feel like you say, bruise his ego. Just let him know, I need a little more in the bedroom. Let's try this or that. Make it exciting, and make sure you, send us a message and let us know, how that turns out. All right, you guys, we're going to have one more word from our sponsors, Balt Vodka.
You wanna shop? It's on me. Sex on the phone. Call me. You wanna talk? Darling, I'm on the hotline. You know you can get it. You wanna shop? It's on me. Sex on the phone. Call me. You wanna talk? Darling, I'm on the hotline. You know you can get it. Hello, I can do you right. Girl, you tired of looking?
All right, you guys remember that Balt is our official sponsor. I just came back from Detroit. I haven't gotten my shipment yet, but I did happen to have a small single Balt. Balt is at any Total Wine in Florida, you guys. If you are not in Florida, you can go to baltvodka.com. Balt is black owned, all natural, no GMOs, so you can drink, feel just as good as TJ. But I can promise you, you will not wake up with a headache, hangover, or any of that. So y'all make sure to support our official sponsors for Convos and Cocktails with TJ, Balt Vodka. All right, you guys. It has been dope. Thank you all for coming through to vibe with me tonight. If you have a topic, something you are going through, or something you would like to bring to the people, send me a DM. Let me know what's going on. And we can do not like tonight, bring your topic to the people and get some advice for you. And I am here every Wednesday, 8:00 p.m. So I hope to see y'all back here next week. Live, laugh, love, and be naughty. Good night.